Welcome to Crojo Corner, where it's all things yarn. My name is Laura, and my channel is all about crochet and knitting machines. Today we're going to be talking about 5 tips for your Addi machine. Whether you have the small one or the big one, I've got some tips for you, so stay tuned. The first tip I have for you is to go slow. That's a simple tip. Just keep your eyes on the needles and the yarn, slowly turn, watch your tension, and go slow. Don't be in a hurry. I know it looks fun, but once you cast on, the first couple rows are the most crucial, but you should still keep your eye on everything, but just go slow and everything will work out, hopefully. Tip number 2, all yarns are different. All machines are different. So my big Addi and my little Addi over here, they both act different and they like different yarns. Some of them like the same yarns. Just depends. Some of them like the same yarn, but different colors of the yarn. You don't know until you try it. So my tip for you is to try different yarns. The ones that work the best for me, this one, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Works great. I don't have a problem with it with either one of my machines. It doesn't split. It's awesome. Good stretch. I love Big Twist. Big Twist works great on my big Addi. Now sometimes it gets snagged a little bit on my little Addi. And then Red Heart. Some of the red hearts work well, some of them don't work so well for me, but it just depends on your machine. Some machines work great with Karen Simply Soft. My machine hates it. So just try different yarns and see how it works for you. Tip number 3. I got these clamps from the Dollar Tree. They have a package of 6. These are the clamps. And these work really well to weight down your yarn when you first cast on. So that way you don't skip stitches, and it works like a charm, trust me. And these have nice little rubber grips on the back, on the end of it here. So you can just clamp it on the loose yarn and start your rounds and keep going around and around. And once your project gets heavier, you can take it off because it doesn't need the weight, it'll have the weight of itself. But this clamp from the Dollar Tree, it works wonders, trust me. Tip number 4. Thread magic. This stuff works wonders. If you have a problem with yarn that splits or static electricity, then you can take the thread magic out of its container and then just stick it on your machine right underneath the counter. And then you run your yarn over it, and that helps kind of smooth it out, gets rid of the static electricity, and it keeps everything going nice and smooth. And you won't have to worry about as many skips and static electricity. And it just comes in this little container here. You can get it from Joann's or Michael's, or you can find it easily online. If you don't want to invest in the thread magic, which it's only a couple of dollars, you can also use a dryer sheet, and then you put your yarn in between the dryer sheet as you're holding for your tension, and then you let it go, and then it does the same thing. Tip number 5. Get a Loom Pick. This tool will save you hours of frustration. I just recently got my Addi machine for Christmas, and I've used it every day since. And I was wondering why I was having problems cinching my hats, and sometimes it would get caught up in this and that. It was because my yarn was splitting on my needles. So I invested in a Loom Pick, and now I can easily adjust it. If I'm going slow enough, I can fix the problem before it gets too far and ruins my whole project. So I'm going to insert a video on how to fix split yarn here. Take your Loom Pick and find where your yarn has split. Using the tip of the pick, lift the yarn up and over the red peg. Be gentle when you do this, you don't want to break anything. Sometimes the yarn will bunch up in front of it after you've taken the yarn off of the red peg. So just press it down with your Loom Pick. Occasionally you'll find that the yarn will get stuck around the front of the white needle. Just use the tip to pull the yarn around the front, and then you'll be able to crank like normal. Well, I hope that video was helpful, and I hope now that you have a few tips that it can help you have more fun on your Addi than you already do. I love my Addi, and I cannot wait to show you some more tips and tricks. Meanwhile, meet my little bear I just made. He's so cute. I made him for Valentine's Day on my Addi machine, so maybe I'll show you how to do that in one of my next videos. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.